Hello, and welcome to episode 2. Today, we're going to learn some new blocks that will make our programs even more fun and exciting. The next costume block in Scratch is a looks block that quickly changes your sprite to its next costume. Each sprite can have multiple costumes that change how it looks. When you use the next costume block, Scratch switches to the next costume in the list, and when it reaches the last one, it goes back to the first. This is perfect for creating smooth animations and repeated movements, like walking or changing facial expressions. For example, if you design several walking poses for the Scratch cat, you can use next costume inside a loop to make your character walk naturally across the stage. In Scratch, the backdrop is part of the stage that shows the environment of your project. The switch backdrop and next backdrop blocks are looks blocks that let you change the backdrop while your program is running. The switch backdrop block instantly changes the stage to a specific backdrop you choose. This is great when you want to go directly to a certain scene, for example, starting a new game level or moving to a new location in a story. The next backdrop block switches to the next backdrop in the list. When it reaches the end, it loops back to the first one. This is useful for scene transitions that happen in order, or for creating a slideshow or step-by-step animation. For example, you could use next backdrop to move to a new background every time the player scores points, or switch backdrop to jump straight to a scene where something special happens. In Scratch, the Think for Seconds and Think blocks are looks blocks that display a thought bubble above your sprite's head. Think for seconds. This block makes your sprite think a message for a set amount of time. For example, if you type 2, the thought bubble will stay for 2 seconds and then disappear automatically. Think. This block works the same way, but without a timer. The thought bubble stays on the stage until another block changes or removes it. Thought bubbles are usually shown as small clouds with little circles, and they're perfect for showing ideas, questions, or emotions in your stories and animations. For example, in a story, you might show your character thinking, "Should I do this?" for a few seconds using Think for Seconds, or use Think to keep a long-term thought visible until something in the scene changes it. And Scratch. Controlling the size of your sprites is a key feature for making animations, games, and stories. 2 blocks in the looks category are made for this: change size and set size. Change size by. This block increases or decreases a sprite size by the amount you enter. Positive numbers make the sprite bigger, and negative numbers make it smaller. The change is relative to the sprite's current size. For example, if the sprite is at 100% and you enter 20, it becomes 120%. If you enter -10, it becomes 90%. This block is great for smooth animations where the size changes gradually. Set size to %. This block sets the sprite's size to an exact percentage. For example, entering 50 will make it half the original size, and entering 200 will make it twice as big. This is perfect for situations where you need a consistent, fixed size, no matter what size the sprite was before. In practice, you might use change size when your character picks up a special item and grows, and set size at the start of a game to make sure all sprites have the right size. In Scratch, the Show and Hide blocks are found in the Looks category, each with a simple but meaningful purple icon. Show. Its icon is purple with the word Show. It makes the sprite visible on the stage again, even if it was hidden before. Hide. This block's icon is also purple but says hide. When run, it makes the sprite invisible, but remember, invisible doesn't mean gone. The sprite is still there, and its scripts can keep running in the background. These blocks are perfect for making characters or objects appear and disappear at certain moments in your projects. Example, at the start of the game, you might hide a character, and then later, show it when the player reaches a specific goal. In Scratch's Looks category, you'll find 3 powerful blocks for controlling graphic effects. All of their icons are purple text blocks. Change Effect By. The icon reads Change Effect By. This increases or decreases a selected visual effect, such as color, ghost, or drop shadow, by the amount you enter. The change is relative to the current value. Example, if the color effect is 0 and you change it by 25, the sprite's colors shift. Set Effect To. The icon reads Set Effect To. This sets the selected visual effect to an exact value, regardless of the current effect level. Example, setting Ghost Effect to 50 makes the sprite half transparent. Clear Graphic Effects. The icon reads Clear Graphic Effects. This block removes all visual effects applied to the sprite and restores it to its original look. Use these blocks to make sprites more colorful, transparent, or dramatic, and then reset them whenever you need.